Camden, why is online teaching not working out for me? I've been getting a lot of questions from online English teachers who are having a rough time with building up their regular student base. So why are TEFL teachers having a rude awakening, having a rough time with getting themselves established as an online English teacher full-time, consistently? Whenever their schedule is fully open, they can get fully booked. Why is it not working out for some online English teachers? Well, I have 7 reasons why, and I hope that this is going to be able to help you out and inspire you to rethink your strategy, rethink about what you're doing. Number 1, a lot of teachers think that it's all about TPR, props, and background. Those tools are great, but again, they're just tools that are going to help enhance what you already have inside of you. So if you have the best background, the most impressive TPR skills, and the best props and stuffed animals, they can help you, but it comes down what is coming out of your mouth. What's coming out of your voice? Are you speaking clearly for that student to understand you, to communicate back and forth for the 25 to 30 minute lesson? So you can put all the energy and effort into buying the background, buying more props, but you should focus on what you can do for free first. And that's improving your vocal skills, improving your body language, improving how you articulate symbols, especially for the younger learners. And for the more advanced students, how you communicate with them as well. And that's why number 2, a lot of online English teachers are having a rough time, a rude awakening, because they don't know how to read the student. Do you know how to read your student? What age? What level? What are their capabilities? You can ask them these things. How old are you? Right? It's easy. But it goes beyond their age, because you've got to understand their capabilities. Some 6-year-olds or 5-year-olds that I've had are even more advanced than an 8 or 9-year-old that I've had previously. So just because a student is 6 years old, it doesn't mean that you need to talk to them like a 3-year-old. Okay? Like, hello. Like a 6-year-old advanced student, why do they come back to me? Because I'm able to read where they're at rapidly, very quickly, adaptability. So if I have a 5 or 6-year-old student who is shy, who doesn't want to engage and use their mouth, then yeah, I'm going to be like, hello, Melissa, it's great to see you again. Or, hello, Melissa, nice to meet you. Then you can put that little spin for the younger learners. But for the learners who are more advanced, trust me, the parents are really going to enjoy a teacher who's focused, who's ready to build their English language. And that's why so many parents come back to me, unable to book lessons with me. It's not easy to find time in my schedule to book lessons with me. Parents will message me, and then Palfish says, hey, please open up more time slots, because parents want to book lessons with you. So I must be doing something right. I'm sharing with you what's been very helpful along my journey as an OET, online English teacher. Okay? So you've got to be able to read your student very quickly. Very quickly. 3, don't know how to relate to the culture. So it doesn't matter who you're teaching. It doesn't matter where they're from. You don't have to know everything about their geography, everything about their holidays and basic language expressions. You don't have to know those things, but if you can know those things, it helps out a whole lot. For example, if you have a student who is 7 or 8 years old and they're from China And then you pull up a map with all the different provinces and their different colors. So it's very easy to tell the difference between each one. And then I can say, where are you from? 95% of the time, they'll say, I'm from China. And I say, I know. Where in China are you from? Beijing, Shanghai, Harbin. And then usually 9 out of 10 times, they'll be able to answer what city they are from. If they're not, it's usually because they're a new student or their English level is, rising, right? And the parent will be right there and say, oh, I'm from Ningbo, I'm from Guangdong. And then the parent can interject. It's very easy. Then at least you know where they're from, because I can tell you the northern part of China is very different from the southern part. My students from the north, very different from the students in the south. And there's a lot of factors that influence the differences. And I don't have time to get into that on this video. But there's a lot of factors that influence the differences of the different geographic regions of China. Just like if you had someone from rural West Virginia compared to someone from Los Angeles. You're going to have two totally different environments, right? So be aware of that. Be mindful of that. And that way you can adjust your questions about, oh, I know that food is popular in that region. Or, oh, I know this type of school is very popular in this region. Or, oh, the weather, the seasons, the temperature. I'm just pulling out stuff right now. There's so many things. If a student is from Chengdu in the Sichuan province, then pandas are like the tourist attraction there, pandas are known to be from Chengdu. They have the panda breeding ground there. So again, why do I know and able to say these things? Because I've put in the time. I enjoy learning about different cultures. And it didn't matter when I was teaching Brazilian students in Orlando, Florida. I started to learn the geography of Brazil. It was easier for me to relate to the students, new students, experienced students, advanced students, students who it was difficult to hold their attention. I'm talking classroom situation. And then when it's online situation, when I started out in my early mid-20s teaching some Koreans who were, had immigrated to the US. And then I could talk about Seoul. I could talk about some of the fruits and the flowers and the colors and traditions. And gosh, it just goes on and on, right? So if you don't know your culture, you're going to have a weakness already. You're very vulnerable to having that parent try a different teacher or become a regular student from a different teacher. So you don't want to have these little cracks in your armor. You want to have that armor fully strong. Okay? And the armor is all of the stuff that you've been researching, all of the tools that you have. Okay? Know the culture, know the student, and it's going to help you out so much more. Number 4. Why are a lot of TEFL teachers having a difficult time with being successful online? Number 4 is not in a good environment. Okay? A lot of teachers are not teaching in a good environment, whether it's noisy, it's dark, it's not welcoming, Think about it. You have a total stranger that had decided to get a lesson with you. And they already might be nervous. They might be shy. They don't know how to speak English at all. And then you get in front of them and the background, the lighting, your attire, the way you present yourself. Look, I just shaved this morning because I don't really, how can I say, I've said this so many times, but present yourself well, okay? Make sure your hair is okay. Make sure you didn't look like you just rolled out of bed. Those type of things are going to set you up for failure. It's just common knowledge, common sense. You got to take it more seriously, okay? And that's what we come into number 5 with being absent. A teacher had messaged me today and said, what happened? I don't know. I was verified to teach. I missed 3 appointments. And now nobody is booking lessons with me. And I said, well, you've got to stay on top of your schedule. If you miss a class, that's going to go into your data. It's going to go into your record history. And it's just not going to be anything working in towards your favor. You know, you've got to be on schedule. You've got to be on time. You've got to make sure that you know what lessons are coming up for the next day and the day after. So that way you can prioritize your daily routine around making Palfish a full-time gig. It's not going to just magically happen. I make all these videos because I love teaching. I love helping. I love sharing. But don't get it wrong. Don't think that this whole process since 2016 was easy, because nothing great comes with ease. It can flow with grace at times, but it's not going to always be a smooth ride. And you got to understand that and understand how to rise above the challenges and not to allow fear to hold you back, or what other people's opinions. Don't allow other people's opinions hold you back from your goals and accomplishing your goals and moving on to living in your dream and your vision. It's not easy. If it was easy, a lot of people would do it. Okay? Remember that. Number 5, being absent. Time zone. Okay? Make sure you understand the time zones of different regions. Okay? The time difference. So if you're teaching back home in the USA, yes, it can be a little difficult. But again, it's up to you. If it's got to be, it's up to me. Number 6 reason why TEFL teachers, online English teachers, are having a rough time, a rude awakening. Why are the things not happening for me? Why? Number 6, so many teachers out there are focused on other teachers and what those teachers are doing, who those teachers are teaching, you know? And you shouldn't have time for that. You know, focus on yourself, focus on your strengths, and then pick up your weaknesses as you move along the process of improving. And then at the same time, I do want to point this out. Just like becoming a doctor is not for everybody, the same as an NFL superstar, the same as an online English teacher. You know, if I was in high school, I had no idea that I would be doing what I'm doing now. Okay? But it came to me naturally. I naturally love to help people. I naturally enjoy seeing the process of where somebody's at today and where they can be in a month from now, 3 months from now, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 5, 10 years. You got to be thinking big if you want big things to happen in your life. If you keep thinking small, if you keep thinking little, then you're just going to get small and little things. Sometimes something might come in and be like, whoa, that was a big surprise. But why not have those big surprises every single day, every single week, where you start to forget about, oh, is it a Saturday or a Wednesday or a Sunday or a Friday? It happens to me a lot throughout the whole summer. I didn't even know what day it was. Because I'm not concerned about, oh, I have to wait until Friday to have my 2-day vacation. I'm gung ho. I'm grinding on Saturday and Sunday, not just with online teaching, but creating more content for right here on YouTube. And then the countless hours of getting back to people. So to be a teacher, it's not like you can just put on a face and be a teacher or put on a front. You got to love enjoying the process of communication and how to help the person who's paying for your service, how to get them better. They're there to improve. And the number 7 reason why are online English teachers having a tough time with getting it going? Well, a lot of them quit too soon. A lot of them are not consistent. I say that because one teacher had took off a little bit of time to go on some fun vacation, and there's nothing wrong with a fun vacation. But if you are already having a little bit of scheduling issues, you're not so fully booked, and then you take off a week or you take off 2 weeks, what about are you staying in touch with those regular students or the students that you've had lessons with? But to just say, oh, it's okay, I'm just going to go on vacation for a week and I'm not yet fully booked as an online English teacher, that's not a great way to approach it. You've got to get focused and build up a full-time schedule or a part-time schedule, whatever the hours are serving for you best. And now that the hours are going to be reduced starting in November, at 9 p.m. Beijing time, no more lessons. So already the hours are being cut. So this online teaching gig is just side income. You should have that approach, side income. You should not have the approach that this is the only way I can make money. This is the only way I can bring and support myself, my family. Because if you put all your eggs in one basket and something happens later down the road, it's not going to be an easy process to go forth. So you've got to start really getting serious about your life and your future. So I hope that these 7 reasons brought some things to light, perhaps inspired you. That's what it's all about right now on planet Earth, is uplifting the world in a positive way so we can move into a better future. You've got to keep the hope alive, the drive inside, and the faith alive. You've got to keep the faith. You've got to trust the process. It starts here. How you're talking to yourself. Are you taking time out of the day to do things that you love to do? Like today, I got mountain mushrooms from a market. Went to get amazing sweet mango. It's posted on my Instagram live story. And then took a little hike through the mountain and got this little guy. This is something very special. I know that I'm in the right place in my life because I saw this for the first time in Costa Rica and then one time in Florida. And then I've been searching for it and I could not find any nursery that had this. It's the ginger family. But look, you see that water drip? It's kind of weird, but you can put it in your hair. You can put it on your skin and it makes it soft. A lot of spas are using these same plant, like these, I don't want to say phytochemicals, but this is like a plant, okay? It's a plant medicine. And it's got properties in there that are great for botanical use. That's what I was trying to say. Okay, that's what happens when you're shooting on a raw format, on a video. I'm not editing these videos. I'm not chopping it up. It's one take. And I found that when we're going through the jungle today. So that stuff makes me happy. So what makes you happy? What 3 things every day can you do to make you happy? It's so important. Happiness is a choice. And then going out and doing things that bring joy to your life are only going to enrich your life. So have a great day. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. This YouTube channel that I have here, it's not possible without your input, the comments, the questions. I love reading the comments. I love answering the questions. So if you have any questions about anything, teaching online, teaching abroad, living abroad, let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to get some video coaching with me, you can sign up on my Patreon page. The link is in the description. You can do a 30-minute video coaching session with me. It's going to be longer than that. And I give a lot more tips and advice how I can personalize and customize a plan for you to become a successful English teacher. Okay? So don't forget, got that link in the description below. Take care of yourself. And the last thing is Instagram Live in 1 hour. So Tuesday, September 10th, with a Palfish teacher. I got a guest teacher on here who is not, he's not a VIP. he's not he's a rookie, you know? He's not an OG because he just kind of got started on Palfish. So going to be doing a live stream on Instagram where he got certified, how and why he started to teach English, because he's in the Philippines now. You know, he's having a good time in the Philippines teaching online, living the life, living the dream. So if you want to find out how to live the dream as an English teacher, then join us on the Instagram live stream, and be sure to check out more YouTube videos here. So many great helpful links in my description. And if you're traveling, Airbnb, booking.com, there are links in there where you can get free travel credit. So don't forget about that. And the ones who have signed up and used the travel credit, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Now when I go to the beach, I can get a night free. So again, it's about applying yourself. And just trying to make sure I got everything out. And the next video that I'm going to hit on, here's the title, is Palfish going to require a bachelor's degree? And we'll get into that in the next video. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Have a great day. Bye-bye.